Welcome to the Rotivity podcast. Today we are joined by TrustyTrus, a UGC creator on the Roblox platform, and he will be answering our questions about Roblox and the struggles he has been through.
The first question we have is how did you get into the UGC program?
So, according to my non-disclosure agreement, I can't really tell you exactly. I mean, other people can speak for me, but essentially, I did some contract work for Roblox. And when they set out to do the UGC program, it was a very big thing. So they needed people they can entirely trust. And what better than look at the people they worked with before, especially for contracts for Roblox events or internships and whatnot, and I was involved in multiple of those contracts. And essentially, I just got networked to UGC from Roblox staff members.
All right, so
All right.
Oh,
Hmm.
nice.
time to ask first question, Trillicor.
All right. What would you like to do in the future of your career?
Oh, in the future, sort of already doing it with my internship for Serenity Forge as a producer, but I do like to work as a producer in the video game industry. Essentially, it's like a mix of a game designer and a project manager for games, essentially.
Yeah. All right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So now it's you again, Trillicor.
Oh, okay. What struggles have you been going through to get to your current position today?
Oh, okay. Wow. So the biggest struggles is waiting on other people, and a lot of people tend to be unreliable when it comes to like just developing projects with you together. And I learned that the smaller your team is, the more work you actually get out because you have less reliance on other members to progress or also set roadblocks for you. Roadblocks, not roadblocks. Man,
Right.
it's so difficult to say that, but yeah, basically the biggest obstacle getting up to here where I am right now is just really waiting for other people to do their own part. Sometimes you have to take matters into your own hands, and really that's what I have to do most of the time, and that's how I got here, I guess.
All right.
Which UGC item are you the most proud of that you have made? Yeah.
Made, not in terms of sales.
Not in terms of sales that you've made, and
Yeah.
Okay, so a recent example would be the monitor head. I just liked the wiring that I did behind it. With the limit I have for poly count, I just like doing wiring cables like that. But I think the best UGC hat I still love to this day might be the Regiment Shako, or another one that I really like is this. I'm trying to find it. The Ghost Diver. The Ghost Diver. I'll link in the chat here. It was really fun to make, and it looks really cool. Problem is, it was very unsuccessful in terms of
Oh.
sales.
That
Right,
actually
that
looks
looks
good.
sick.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
My-
it
my
looks
favorite-
sick.
My favorite pot has to be the glowing, not glowing. Sorry, the glowing green that comes out of the windows, the portholes
Yeah.
onto the helmet itself.
Yeah.
Another hat I like. I like it purely because the fact that I was able to do it. It was just satisfying to finish. Was the Russian Tinker hat. It was very difficult to get the geometry in place while coping with the low poly limit we got currently in the UGC program.
Yeah.
I just like how it turned out. I spent like a whole day on it probably.
Oh wow.
All right, so who has the next question up here? Oh, it's you, Trillicor.
Okay. What was your favorite favorite game as a kid?
Favorite game?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It always changed as I kept growing up. I was in love with the Halo series. Another game that I
Ooh,
loved.
Halo.
Yeah, Halo 3 and Halo Reach. That was the stuff back then. That's all I played all the time back then. Man, I miss those
Yeah.
days, dude. Like I tried.
I miss those days too. I used to play a lot of Halo and Call of Duty, but yeah, now I mainly play Roblox. So
Yeah, I used to do those like MLG phase tryouts all the time. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get into
oh
one of them.
no.
But I couldn't even.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't even pass middle school yet.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
So the next question here is
Electronic.
electronic.
Do you plan on making another Roblox game in the future?
So right now, I am currently working on Tycoon Hospital, and
Yeah.
Also, a project behind the scenes. I'm under an agreement not to disclose it, so I can't tell you. But it's going to be another big game, especially in terms of map scale. But Tycoon Hospital, which is my current game, we'll be approaching release soon. I would say June, late June, because release for the game is when we port to mobile. Right now, we're doing bug fixing and we're adding some, minor but important additions to the game that we see from player feedback. But after that, regardless of the game's success or failure, we'll be starting our next game, which I think will excite a lot of players because they've been waiting for it. I'll reveal it in the summer, in the coming summer.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
actually
can't
thought
wait.
Tycoon Hospital was released. I knew it was in like beta. Like I don't know. I think it was like a month or two ago. I don't remember, but I
It-
saw my friend
I
playing it,
remember
and
playing it. Like
yeah.
it was a
It's
pretty
in
fun game.
Thank you. It was been in early access since February 22nd, 2020. It was a nice release
Oh,
date.
no problem.
Yeah, I bought access to it, but I didn't really play it because I just completely forgot I bought access to it.
So it was that cheap. It was that cheap to purchase access, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of Robux on me at the time. Like, let me check this out. What do
And
I do?
Yeah.
I think
um,
Bull 5 is next.
yes. So this is actually about Tycoon Hospital. So
Ooh.
how was how was the development process for Tycoon Hospital?
So we started in March with my best friend Awesome, Os_3. I'll just call him Os for short. We started in March after we finished the Bloxies contract. So March 29 specifically, not 29, 2019. Jeez, dude, I just had my morning coffee this late, and like the caffeine is starting to kick in, so I can barely put English words together.
All right.
uh,
It's fine.
yeah. But it essentially started back in March, but we had like a 2 month hiatus because we got bored and like we had this other game idea which we thought was really fun, but we realized we fell in love with Tycoon Hospital's development. We resumed it back in August, I believe.
It's
And
like what happens with most games. Like you just get bored of making the game. Like what
Yeah,
like
like-
maybe like 25% of the way through. Like that's what happened with RTC Simulator.
Yeah, like we've gone
Sadly,
with that.
it's gone. But
Yeah, but we're
is
gonna
it not coming out at all?
no, we're planning on like bringing it back
we're gonna bring it back
like next year.
and yeah, next year. And the team was kind of like
Yeah.
little
It was
screwed
like a
up. Like
toxic
everyone,
environment. Like,
yeah. We definitely should have worked better on the team and our
some of them
management
tried.
skills.
One of the developers tried claiming ownership of
But
it.
anyway, no. We're not gonna get into all this.
Yeah.
We're gonna get back to the questions.
All right, so continuing the development of Tycoon Hospital, it was really just between me and Os. And the thing about me and Os is that we're best friends to the fullest extent. Like we practically finish each other's sentences, which made development of the game easier. We just had perfect chemistry. And I learned from that the best way to release, to develop and release a game is to have chemistry between your team members. In this case, it was just between me and Os. We did have some contributions in terms of the art department from artists on Twitter, from my friends and whatnot, and specifically the vehicles in the game from John Drinkin and a few sounds there and there from Preservation. Right now, I do want to focus on making sounds on my own because I originally did that, but we decided to contract Preservation just to give him some money in his financial situation back in spring. But right now, it's really between me and Os.
Yeah.
All right, so I have the next question. Once again, so how much Robux have you made off of UGC?
In Russian culture, we have a huge superstition that we do not talk about how much we make or nor our income. So unfortunately, I am not very comfortable in answering that question just for my own sake. It's really all about bad luck. But I will say, UGC has been profitable in the aspects of helping me pay off medical emergencies and some bills there and there.
All right.
Yeah.
all right.
Okay.
All right. That's a nice answer. Yeah. Sorry if
Yeah.
my dogs are barking in the background.
I don't hear any dogs. I don't hear any barking in the background, so you're good.
All right.
All right. Yeah. All right. So then I have the next question again. Who is your favorite UGC creator? That is not yourself, of course.
Man, I had like multiple, but they just keep bringing on more and more UGC creators every day.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, this is a very hard question. Let's see. I hmm. Maple sticks make some pretty cool accessories, like mini accessories you give for your avatar.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite, or initially it was Terabyte. I love the accessories she made. But man, it's very difficult. I kind of really like Blue Dragon and John Drinkin because they're more my style. I like the type of content they produce.
Yeah.
So between those two, but I also like Ship Architect. It's really because all four of us have the same common interest. So it will be one of them.
Yeah.
It's very difficult for me to
Yeah.
make a choice.
I understand it's hard to choose.
I've definitely
There's a lot
seen
of talented creators
Ship
out there.
Architects items. They're really good in my opinion, and
Yeah.
I've never seen the other two, or I don't even ever. I can't speak, but I haven't really been checking UGC that much, like the catalog, you know. But I do check their items. Well, I mean, I usually see them on the front page, so but anyway, so now Cronat is your
Yes.
question.
Hi, Cronat.
Hello. So my question here is: do you think UGC limited items will ever come out?
From my understanding, and I'll tell you this right away, I don't know any internal information about that when it comes to limiteds and UGC program. But from recent developments in Roblox overall as a platform, Roblox has been trying to move away from limiteds. They've been phasing them out essentially in terms of releasing them every week or
Mhm.
so. You may have noticed there's been a lack of any sufficient limiteds on the catalog in recent
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they do definitely want to move away from that. Um, I believe essentially you just want to focus on Roblox being meant for developers rather than community related sub cultures such as war clans or especially regarding this scenario traders.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've seen they've been moving away from limiteds recently. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
It has been sad.
I doubt heavily that they're going to be doing limited UGC items. Technically, you can do it right now. You can put something on sale. Say, "Hey, idiots! I'm going to have this on sale for like a couple of seconds. Buy this, or you won't get it." And just take it
Wait,
off sale and call it "quote unquote" limited. You can just do that, you know.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
mean, if they were to like rework kind of maybe the system for limiteds, and like maybe I would hope they would add those, because limiteds are a lot to
Um,
Roblox in general.
it's
That
a
started off,
cultural icon in Roblox.
yeah,
I won't disagree there.
definitely.
Yeah.
So it's actually yours, Cronat, again.
Yeah. So, and here, if like UGC limited items ever did come out, like, do you think you would upload one?
That would really go against of what I initially released for UGC. You guys remember my whole Fedora fiasco when I released
Oh
the
yeah.
downtown
Oh,
vendors
yeah,
in
oh,
Fedora?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, well, the good news is the recent UGC drama kind of outshadows that in terms of controversy. So a bit pretentious of me, but hey, it doesn't look as bad anymore. But when I made the item, the purpose of the item was I wanted to provide an alternative hat for like mafia communities and role playing communities because I definitely
Ooh.
came out of them when
Yeah.
I first joined Roblox. I was a huge mafia role player. Uh, I think that's where my Twitter username actually comes from, TrustyTrus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So I thought, okay, I'll make an alternative black fedora, and that was the entire point of the fedora, just to make something alternative while having the limited um accessory still existing. But of course, that didn't exactly go in my favor, and of course, it's truly limited now. My downtown denizen fedora. It's actually more rare than the classic fedora, ironically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
for
So, but yeah, with that moral justification, my entire if I were to release a limited item, it would just like ruin my entire goal of giving people cool accessories that everyone can have.
yeah, I see that.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right, well, Cronat, you're up
Yeah.
once again.
So this one isn't related to limited UGC items or anything like that, and it is. Do you see yourself in 10 years still working for Roblox?
Working for Roblox as in like an actual employee under them.
Or no, I guess UGC. Like, do you still see yourself doing UGC type stuff, or like affiliated with Roblox in 10 years from now?
5 years, most likely 10 years. I don't know, man. Because Roblox is currently experiencing its boom right now. I would say its peak was a few months ago. Well, in terms of popularity, but the active users are currently growing every day during the COVID-19. So I feel like that popularity is coming back up, but eventually that popularity has to drop. So I can't really predict when the platform will fall. But talking to David Bazuki himself, the man envisions that Roblox will just keep on growing and growing exponentially. Where if you attended IDC 2019, they would discuss about how Roblox currently has 500 employees, rounded
Oh, there go my
estimate like
dogs.
that. What?
I'm sorry, my dog started barking. We can keep going.
No problem, no problem. And he wants to essentially get that to 1,000 within the next 2 years, next 2 or 5 years. So I would say Roblox will definitely be still, a fruit of labor for me in my life for the next 5 years. But the next 10 years, I don't know, because my goal is to get into the AAA industry to work as a producer, and that's going to take up a lot of time if I especially get there. So I don't know. I would not quit Roblox until Roblox would fall, essentially. I mean, Roblox has essentially been half my life, over half my life. So
Yeah.
it's a very difficult question to answer, but I will say I will still be on Roblox within the next 5 years. I will say that. Next 10 years, that's really dependent on how Roblox does.
Yeah.
Because
So,
every empire rises and falls. They have to. It's a cycle.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
it's like
I mean,
it's never
Roblox
been
has
escaped for like 100 years.
Roblox has a lot of potential too if they keep making pretty good site updates and updates to the game in general, modernizing it and making
Yeah, and
everything
and
much better.
updates that the community enjoys
Likes.
and likes.
Yeah, the community recently has not liked most of the Roblox updates.
Yeah, there's like a lot of community backlash.
But anyway,
from it.
let's get back onto the topic. So,
Yeah.
Trellicore, it is now your question. sir.
Hold up. What was the inspiration behind the vintage glasses?
The vintage glasses.
Yeah.
Oh man, the basic girl stereotype.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's your answer.
Oh.
Yeah,
I was like-
okay.
I was like, man, I need some money. Oh,
Oh,
was the best thing to like. Well, honestly, I just thought personally, I thought they looked very cute, but I knew like, oh, this would make a good item that would sell popularly because it's a very nice looking pair of glasses. But I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect it to be my best selling item.
Yeah.
I was thinking my
Yeah.
face mask would, but the glasses, wow, outsold my expectations 6 times than why I envisioned long term, actually. But really, I just got the idea from the basic girl stereotype of what they wear and whatnot, and I believe it's those glasses. Also, like art girl students, they tend to wear those glasses too. And it really came from a funny conversation with friends. We were just discussing these stereotypes and like, wow, those glasses actually look really neat.
Yeah.
That's one thing. That's like one side thing. The real contributing factor was because a lot of girls I know wear those types of glasses. So I'm like, why not? I just don't. Why? I'll just model those because I thought it would be really cool if you could remake your character in Roblox. So that was the incentive behind it. The idea of like you just have these
Yeah.
glasses in real life. Now you have them in Roblox. That's really how it got onto the platform.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
those glasses are some of the best glasses and on the Roblox platform. There's a lot of good
Yeah,
ones
definitely.
made by Roblox, but you take the cake for making the best glasses. So,
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, they're really clean.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I was
Alright,
actually gonna release a completely black version
Ooh.
this week, but I messed up putting on the items for sale. I accidentally nearly put 6 items for sale because in the UGC program you can only put 5 items per sale every week. So I was first to
Ah.
release those glasses this week. I'll link them in the chat, but I messed up personally. So they'll come out next week. The black vintage glasses right here,
Yeah. Oh wow.
and then
Yeah,
I'll be doing
Those
the
look
rose
good.
gold version.
those actually look really good.
yeah,
Yeah.
those like
Yeah.
Those look like actually like real life glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So now it is you, Pronet.
Okay, so how did you get into modeling?
Ooh, it was when I first started my first ever, own project on Roblox called Tropics Paradise. And at the
Uh-huh.
same time, in summer of 2017, Roblox released the meshes. And I was like, I was initially against meshes because I was like, oh no, it's going to ruin the Roblox platform. Oh no, the tradition of building will go away. Oh no, et cetera, et cetera. I grew out of that quickly and I realized, oh my god, this is way better than building in Roblox. Modeling in Blender was way faster, way more convenient. And most importantly for me, it was more optimized, more
Yeah.
customizable. So it was really because I was starting my own game. I really wanted to make it innovative, so I decided to look at 3D modeling. And another reason why is because I thought about I want to work in the game industry. I want to do I want to make mods for games. So I at least want to use this as a stepping stone to learn 3D modeling, like the real 3D modeling, not Roblox building.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see
Yeah.
what you mean there. I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, the way I got into modeling, I actually don't remember, so can't really say anything about that. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
What is the extent of a UGC creator's creativity?
So really, we are just limited by a poly limit, texture size limit, and what the current Roblox accessories are, which are hats, hairs, face accessories, neck accessories, shoulder accessories, front accessories, and back accessories, and finally waist accessories. Those are the only things we're really limited by. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah. All right.
yeah,
Of course,
And
we can't do copyright stuff 100%. Um,
yeah.
that's actually what happened with the scouting headset. People keep asking why isn't it on sale. It's because Roblox is like that's 100% copy of the Scout headset from Team Fortress 2.
Yeah.
well, while we're on the topic of like quads and polys, like what is the limit for that? Can you say that?
Unfortunately, I cannot, but other UGC creators have. I'll tell you that I believe Reverse Polarity said it. I know he talked about how much UGC members make from a sale, like what their cut is, but I can't personally tell you here. My best tip is just to look on his Twitter.
All right.
I
Alright.
actually am pretty sure I already know what the cut is because I've actually helped make a UGC item before, and I'm not gonna really
um,
say anything else. So
but I will say this is just another tip. This is not really consistent with the meshes themselves, but you can easily find out the texture size limit if you just look at all the textures of the hats. I'll just tell you right now, the texture size limit is 256 by 256 because you can
Uh-huh.
easily find that out, but I can't really tell anything else.
All right.
all right. So now electronic. This is probably one of the best questions.
Do you think UGC creators should be able to insert scripts and sound effects into their items?
From my standpoint, no, I don't think so, because this program is all about testing and building. It's all
Yeah,
about testing. So I mean, they should experiment with it, but the problem is, it's a lot of trust in the UGC program attendees.
yeah,
With the initial 13 members of UGC, I would say go for it because the initial 13 all basically used to work for Roblox. So they're in the
yeah,
professional manners and standard. And the problem is, if you allow scripting, just imagine Star, like, like you've seen the controversy with Star created items by the YouTube
yeah,
Star people. Now imagine if they were able to insert scripts into stuff. All right.
yeah,
It's too much trust given away easily. Too
yeah.
much
Because
trust. Uploading items to a catalog. I'm sorry to cut you off. I just like
it
to
could,
finish up a sentence. It's just a
yeah,
lot of trust already by uploading items to a massive catalog that thousands and thousands of players see every day. But the fact that you also insert in scripts that can be possibly malicious is another thing.
yeah. That could like take away like Roblox games and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
They could limit it at adding
Yeah,
or perhaps some built-in sound plugins to each hat, which I think would be the wisest choice. But I feel like that will be abused easily, sincerely. So I'm not sure about it
yeah,
because we
Yeah.
already have those oversized UGC items that cause a lot of controversy, especially in Murder Mystery 2.
yeah. Like like covers the player's avatar, and then some people think that it's like part of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people.
Anyways,
A lot of people had
final
a lot of
question.
Final
The final-
question.
does Roblox allow off-site UGC partnerships? For example, how Scoob did with Adopt Me?
So there's no rules against doing that. The only similar rules in that department is like you're in UGC because you are able to make 3D art, 3D assets. So you don't upload items for people. What we can do is collaborate. Like you can model an item,
Yeah.
they can texture it, and you can upload it on your account. That's completely fine because you still had a major hand in the creation of the asset that's been uploaded to the UGC catalog. But if it's an item that you didn't even texture, didn't even design, didn't even model, it is completely against the rules of UGC.
Yeah.
That's basically like stealing.
Yeah. So that's really the only ground rules for that type of regarding those types of actions. You can collaborate with offsite people, go for it. But it can't
You have to
be
make your-
copyrighted. But it can't be
Yeah.
copyrighted.
But you have to make your own. You have to model your own things, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Or you can collaborate. Again, you can
Yeah.
collaborate, but the idea of collaboration is that you do the other half of the job. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Alright.
basically
Alright,
it.
I guess we are
Wait,
done.
hold on. One question I have is like, what about with star creators? Because they usually get like a person from Twitter to model this thing for them. It's like, is that allowed?
Yes.
Mm,
Because star creators are treated as like a brand on Roblox.
Ah. Okay.
yeah, I
They're
mean,
not-
there are some that can model like J-Bug. He makes
Yeah.
all of his own. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they're called
pretty good.
star.
J-Bug's talented. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're called star creators for videos and influences, not like UGC creators that actually make the UGC item.
Yeah.
The idea is to promote collaboration between developers and YouTubers. That's the entire idea of the STARS program. For
What I
UGC.
heard for like the star program for like UGC is that you're supposed to be making like merch for people that of yourself or whatever, That's what I
And
heard from
they
Yeah.
promote, and they're trying to promote cooperation between developers and star people.
Yeah.
Yeah, star people. All right, well,
I don't know what else
guess
to call
that's-
them.
yeah.
Well, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
How long was
we're
that?
not gonna really
actually?
have an outro. I think we should just say,
Thank
bye.
you
30
guys
minutes.
for watching.
Alright.
Thank you guys for watching, and bye.
Yeah.
Thank you for the interview, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
yeah, no
good having you
problem.
here. Actually.
problem.
Yeah, I had a lot
Yeah,
of
it
fun and
was.
Yeah,
answered a
like,
lot of my questions I had about the
Yeah,
limited
same
and
here.
UGC stuff. So
No problem. No
Half of
problem.
them weren't really that bad. Like it wasn't like we didn't mess up that much.
yeah.
Yeah.
We did pretty good, other than when my dad.